What's good, Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang? This is my dumb advice. I got the boy Real Sikh in the motherfucking building. My man just had a crazy battle with B Magic. And B Magic's is one of his faves, and he had to fuck shit up. So I definitely got Jersey in the motherfucking building. We going to do it right. We going to do it right. Without further ado, Real Sikh in the motherfucking building. What's good, my gaga?
What's good? What's good?
Woo.
Yo, what the fuck was that? Why you bullying other rappers?
Yo,
you talking about me and Magic? You bullying them too?
Yo, I had to. Yo, that experience was mad dope. I'm not gonna front.
Word.
A little backstory to that was kind of like I forgot what it was. They had called me to do a battle on TRL, and Little Kim was supposed to host the battle, and this was way before I actually did it. And then what I want to say, they called me probably like a year later, like literally a year later. And I was like, oh, they was like, Little Kim is back, and it's not really a battle, but they kind of want you to freestyle or whatever the case may be. So I came, I didn't really know I was going to be up against. I had like a whole freestyle with Little Kim in it. But then when I got there, I was like, oh, this just a cypher? Oh, let me just kill this fucking cypher. This is about to be over. But that's how that went down.
That was fire.
Good looks, good looks. But boy, I saw what you did to be Magic. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Man, you doing your work. You doing your numbers, man. And people is really seeing it. I love that they showing the love, too. You know what I mean? I ain't really seeing a lot of hate, at least on my end. But tell me a little bit about that battle. How'd you feel about it?
Well, I wanted to battle Magic because, I mean, I've been a fan of Magic forever. You know what I mean? And I felt like Smacking Him got real big plans for me, so I felt like it wouldn't have made sense in a year to battle Magic, and it was a bucket list battle. So I was like, this is my chance as a fan to kind of tell Magic how we all been feeling. You know what I mean? So I got to say everything to Magic that I feel like even his fans wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it was, and it went how I thought. Except I didn't think he was gonna choke, because he hasn't been choking lately. So I thought he was at least gonna finish 3 rounds. But yeah, that was the only thing I didn't expect. But everything else went exactly how I thought.
Dope. I mean, I think that's exactly what you did. You talked to him, like everything you said, we was all like, yes, let him know, like this is how we feeling, like from our body to your words, man. You definitely did that, and Magic is not an easy opponent. You know, he always been real dope. So for you to get going there, and I feel like take the W, that's big. You know what I mean? And we know, you know, you had a nice moment with Chilla too. People don't really like talking about that too much.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But what do you think was your favorite line in the Magic battle? The one where you was like, man, I was feeling myself like Tweet on that.
It's not even a line. It's just when I was just. It's not even a punchline. That's a statement I wanted to make with this. Like, you can beat the shit out of people without punchlines. If you're just talking to them in a certain way, it was like 8 bars when I said, you stayed active so much past your best, you have no matchups left that make sense. They only ask to get you when the cash is spent from the budget of a smack event, but want new talent. That whole part, that was my favorite part, because that was everything that people wanted to say. I'm saying directly to him, and I'm looking at him while I'm saying it, and I could tell he's like soaking it in. I wanted to say lines to him that he felt more than other people felt. You know what I mean? So like, I think I did that because after the battle, he tweeted like, I think I need to start watching battle rap again. You know what I mean? So I feel like I did what I was supposed to do, because everybody wants to see that old Magic back. You know what I'm saying? And at least like the way he was rapping, I knew, like, even before the battle, you can't put one-dimensional rappers against me. That's another statement I wanted to make. like me and Chilla was so fire because Chilla did more than just what he's known for. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, um, yeah, yeah, it was crazy. And the craziest shit is when B Magic and Chilla battled, I was like fresh out of high school when B
Mm.
Magic and Chilla battled, and that was one of my favorite battles ever. And now I just got to battle them back to back. So
Right.
that's crazy.
Looking at that in the bigger picture is like shit. You were watching these folks. Now you right there on the ground with them and getting the best of
Hmm.
them. You know what I mean? Getting the best of them. That's big.
Yeah,
That's what I like
yeah.
about you too, though, man. Cause you rap. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that's something
Yeah.
that I feel like a lot of people always are talking about the bar guys, where it's like, all right, we love bars. This, we feed off of it. But I enjoy the raps. You know what I mean? Like you rap to the punch, which is great. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I want to see more rappers do that, and I appreciate that. Like as a writer, you know what I mean? Because I
Hmm.
know how it feels when you get into that bag. You know what I mean? That it's like, oh my god, like I'm going off right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and because you got to take full advantage of the environment that we rapping in right now. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like when you're on a big stage, I know people think the rookies are dumb. Like we're gonna be rapping the exact same way on a big. We know the difference, bro. We know you can't go 16 bars without saying something to make people react. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we know you got to be more performance based and explosive. Like so, what anytime I rap on this, like when I went to London,
Mm-hmm.
like that was a bigger stage than I'm used to. You know what I mean? So like I know you got to be. It's more than just the bars. But now these small rooms that we in, clothing stores, fucking like there's 10 people in the room watching you. Like
Mm.
you can get away with not having a punch. You know what I mean? You don't have to try to change because like I rap even if I don't have a battle coming up. So if I think of a punchline or something to say, I'm gonna think of mad shit to rhyme with it. And usually for a battle, if there's like a bigger crowd there, you gotta kind of take some of the shit out and be like, all right, like yeah, this is fire, but it's taking a little too long. Now in a small room, I could say all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we're taking full advantage of that, and it's kind of like a free for all. You know what I mean? You got the new guys battling the vets. You got just everybody just battling everybody. The status doesn't matter. So, and if you've been seeing this class, like I said, we've been taking full advantage of it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Yeah, obviously on the biggest stage it's people are more restless, I feel like
yeah,
they want the quick instant satisfaction.
right.
Because a lot of times the long buildups get booed on bigger stages. You know what I mean? They're
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, and a lot of times you got to think of the events too. Most of
Yeah.
those big crowd, heavy packed events, it be mad battles. We be
Mm-hmm.
standing there for hours. We
Yeah.
don't want to hear this long ass shit. We want to hear you just get it over with, kill them, get them out of here, pack them up.
Right. Yeah.
And that's kind of really, I feel like it comes from that. A lot of it, it's like, yo, we just don't want to be here all day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it be.
Right.
But I see a lot of people in the chat saying Diz. They want you to go against Diz. What you think about that?
Is that because of the way that I look or the way that I rap?
Oh, answer that,
That
chat.
that's
Answer
what I
that,
want to
chat.
know
Is it the way he look or the way he rap?
because
I
I
think
think
people are saying both.
yeah, I think the similarity is that he does do a lot of multis and shit too,
Yeah.
but I don't think he punches as much as I do. I think he's a little more drawn out than me. I think I would go crazy against this. Of course, this is a legend. I would love the battle. Anybody that like I said, I'm a fan of battle rap, so I've been watching all kind of battles. King of the Dot, URL, Don't Flop, all of that. So yeah, I'd love to battle Diz, but yeah, I go crazy in that battle.
Got
Just
you.
anybody I get, I'm way too motivated and hungry right now to like not do what I'm supposed to do. And I just keep elevating every battle. I'm figuring out new things. I'm getting more comfortable. Like it's gonna get spooky for a lot of people next year.
Good. So who do you want next? Who do you see like that you feel like you need to take out? Do you have like do you envision it a certain way? Or do you feel like, yo, whatever they throw at me, I'ma fuck it up?
Yeah, it's kind of both. I think that me and B Dot has to happen in 2021. He said it too
Mm,
on Twitter.
mm,
You know, we're both one of the few guys that still raps with a cadence. You know what I
mm,
mean? And that's kind of rare because it's people battle talk instead of battle rap nowadays. You know what I
mm.
mean? Like that's what happens when you try to punch every line and shit. So I think me and B Dot definitely has to happen next year. Um,
Dope.
that's the only one I'm thinking of right now. But again, I all the names I seen people say people want to see me and Mike P. I
Mm,
seen Danny Myers said he wanted to battle me. I seen the Diz. I seen the B Dot, and I'm trying to think if there's like anybody else. I'm ready to battle every month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that motivated right now. I'm always ready.
right.
Like that shit I wrote for Magic, I wrote that in 2 days. The shit that I had for 2-3 days, I wrote it for Magic. I think Chaos is in the chat. He was battling Danger Zone the same event, and Chaos is an alien, so he'll have rounds
Facts.
done like a month in advance, and then he'll have a whole nother round done 2 weeks later, and be like, "Nah, I switched that round out, and I got this." You know what I'm saying? So he was rapping this shit to me, and I'd be like, "Oh, I thought of these 4 bars." You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I didn't have a bunch of material. And then like the Friday, the week before the battle, I was like, all right, let me just lock in. And I just did that because I'm a rapper. I'm not a battle. A lot of these battle rappers, if
Mm,
you walk up to them like the shit used to be and they're like, yo, let me hear something,
mm,
unless they got a battle coming up, they got nothing. You know what I
mm,
mean?
mm.
They got to prepare to give you 6 minutes on a radio station. If
Right,
a
right,
radio station calls me tonight, I'm ready. I'll be there tomorrow with what I like 6, 8, 10 minutes. I got verses on
right.
deck. I'm loaded up right now. So like I'm just ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's that's because most of them don't make music. I think
Right, right.
that's something like me and Cole. I feel like we always go to radio stations where they want to have a spit a 16, and we
Yeah,
always have to have a 16 in the chamber. You know what I
yeah,
mean? A fire 16 in the chamber,
yeah,
because you just never know when you have to go. You know what I mean? So I feel that I see exactly what you mean by that. Like, a
yeah,
lot of battle rappers are, I don't have bars unless I'm booked for a battle at this
yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? But battle rap can kind of groom you that way, right? Because like that's how I feel about most of the female battle rappers that I go up against, right? I feel
Mm-hmm.
like they won't take a battle because they have no material anywhere until it's like, all right, we're booked, and now I'm starting to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a
Right.
league on that tell me that, like, hey, let's start to book this battle now because they got to start writing and shit. It's like, the fuck you mean they got to start
Mm-hmm.
writing? Like, I've been wanting to
Yeah.
battle this bitch for a year. She should have 8 rounds for me already.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But
But
yeah, that's like battle rap. If you don't rap outside of it, all right. So like 20 bars is about a minute, right?
mm,
So 3 minutes is about 60 bars. There's a lot of people that if they're sitting in front of a blank page, they can't do 60 bars in one sitting. You know what I
mm,
mean? They got to spend a week and a half on one round. You
right,
know, and that's the difference between rappers. Like we were talking about B Dot. I feel like B Dot just sits down and just starts writing. He doesn't have to think of a punch. He just starts writing, and then a round comes out. Boom. Then
right.
he does it because he's a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the kind of people that I want to battle.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you. I mean, I think people's process are kind of different. I feel like when I write music, it's a bit different than when I write battles for some reason.
Fact.
Um,
Yeah.
so when I write music, it's just more the beats playing, and I'm just going. I'm just going. I'm just going.
Yeah.
Battles, I feel like I start with angles. It's
Hmm.
like, all right, how do I want to
Yeah.
approach it? And then boom. How do I want to
That.
approach this round?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then boom. You know what I
I
mean?
do this. I do the same thing because I like talking about something.
Yes,
Like the
yes,
random bars is good for a round. You know what I
yes.
mean? So like if you notice my Chilla battle and my Magic battle, yo, I had two name flips against Magic in the whole 3 rounds. That's
Right.
that like nowadays people have a first round
One
every four
round,
eight
name
bars is a
flips.
name. Yeah, and then like And from the point where I started talking about him choking in the first round to my last bar in the third round, that was all directly to Magic. It was no hypothetical bars, you know what I mean? I was talking directly to him. And after I do that, I just talked about how he sound like he rhyming on a beat all the time, and it's not a cipher. You got to attack your opponent, and then I predict everything he's about to do, and then he starts. I do this to Sick, like it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, you got to be. That's why I want to challenge myself with battlers that are direct. When I battle somebody that's direct, it's gonna be my toughest. I think B Dot would be my toughest battle
Yeah.
because he's gonna be somebody that's gonna talk about me, my people, how we started, it like the genetics all the way back in the day and all of that. See, Sick really comes
Facts.
from this, and that's why. Yeah, now I gotta like my ancestors are getting killed against B
Right.
Dot. You know what I mean? So like I like he's gonna be talking directly to me. So that's when I'm gonna have my biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I see that. I want to see that tomorrow. You would be that. I would love to see that
yeah.
battle. Yeah, that's fire. That's
That
fire.
that would be
Let's set
crazy.
that up. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Hmm.
I did see he would battle you. I think he would.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tweeted that next year he wants to battle. He listed like 4 names, and I was in that, which is dope. You know what I mean?
fire,
So
fire, fire,
yeah.
fire. But man, I gotta ask you a question. I ask everybody that come up on here. It's the 4-4 challenge, MsFit 4-4 challenge. So,
Hmm.
4 questions. So the first one is, what battle rapper do you like for laughs? Where you like them for the keys? What battle rapper you like for bars? What battle rapper you like for now? Meaning you like them now, but probably not in a year or two. And then what battle rapper you like forever? So the first one would be for laughs.
For laughs,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna say Pat Stay. I think that's obvious, but
Ooh,
somebody I
Pat.
think is like hilarious. He is Shuffle T. He's from London.
Mm.
He is hilarious. Like he be doing these 2-on-2s with his partner Marlo. If for people that don't know, go search up Shuffle T and Marlo. They're a fire
Dope. Dope.
2-on-2 team. Like they are hilarious every time they battle.
Shuff.
Like have you seen their battles?
Nah, I'm about
Shit.
to check it out because
Yeah, check.
most people say the same names, and this is the first time
Yeah,
I heard somebody different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. He did a round. All right, watch him versus Raptor. Right, Shuffle T
Shuffle
versus
T versus
Raptor,
Raptor.
and just watch his third round. His whole third round is he's pretending like he got a call from his mom, and he's like dissing the opponent without talking to him. So he's like, "Yeah, no, not that one. The one that looks like this." And oh yeah, and he's haymaker after
Kill
haymaker. He's
him.
killing him. Like he's hilarious. Yeah,
Dope.
Shuffle T is just for laughs. He's fire.
Dope. Dope. I'm gonna check that out. Fire. So shout out to Shuffle T on the for
Yeah.
laughs. The next one will be for bars. Who you want to get your dose of bars from?
Uh, Kid Chaos.
Kid
He
Chaos.
is crazy. He does this thing that I think people are gonna start doing. The more popular he gets, he does this thing where he'll have, let's say, a 8 bar scheme, right?
Mm.
And the first two will be good enough to be a crazy punch, but then he'll extend it and keep punching with the same topic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, I guess it's scheme punching, but it's a little more than that. Like did you see him in Danger Zone?
I did,
Or
yeah.
did it? Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Like
like when you think it's over, it just started.
it just keeps going.
Yeah.
It keeps going. Yeah, like
Hmm.
that. Like every time I spar with him on the phone, like he shows me his rounds, I want to write like right away. Like it's him. I think a lot of people say Nitty too,
Yeah.
but Chaos does more than just that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Fire.
Chaos for bars.
Shout out to
Now this is
Chaos.
now this is the foul question.
Hmm.
The now. I
Right.
gotta think
This
of
is the
so.
question
This
that
is
everybody be like, oh shit. Damn. But I
so
mean
somebody that's fire
it's true.
now,
Yeah,
but
somebody's
they won't
fired
be
now.
fired later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Who's fired? Who's fired now?
That they just
I
probably
don't
not gonna
know.
last.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Hold on.
people usually say like the same couple names because obviously it has to be a rookie, right? It has to be somebody who's new, because if they're not new, they obviously been around long enough, right? So it usually is a rookie. So in your situation, it would be your class, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I'm going through the Rolodex, trying to see if there's anybody that I think won't be here. Because I think this class has a lot of potential. That's why it's hard to think about that. Like, damn, I don't know, son. I don't know.
Who
Fuck.
do you got?
I want to give an answer though.
Who do you think is the worst of the best?
Nah, I'm the worst of the class.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't want to. That's my man though. I don't.
That's my man. Yo, we hear a lot.
I don't know, man.
We hear a lot of Swamp and Your Honor. Those two go around back and forth.
Yo, let me tell you something about Your Honor. A lot of people were talking shit about his battle versus Jims. Listen, when you in the building and that motherfucker is performing, you have no choice but to be captivated. He's like one of those. I always hear about how, like, people like Clips is more captivating in the building. Yes. But like you watch him on camera and you'll hear a bar and you'll be like, that bar was alright. Why'd they go crazy for that? But when you're in the building, it's just the way that you rap. Like the whole shit he did where he was like, if you do like if you do foul shit outside the battle culture, you shouldn't be allowed to battle. And he got smacked to agree, and he was like, all right, time. Oh shit, round 2 on me. And then he started going like shit like that is crazy in the building. When the stages come back, he's gonna go crazy. And I think people just have recency bias with Swamp because he lost to KCJ. But this is the thing. I think a lot of the people in my class are developing. So if they're known for one thing, like I saw somebody say Fonz. Fonz was just known for punching. Then when he battled Av, he was punching with angles. You know what I mean? He's getting better and he's adding more tools into his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now, I think we all got potential to be here for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? I think the people that you got in the top 5 of the class are going to be here in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but like for a couple years, yeah, I think everybody that's in our class right now definitely has that potential.
Got you. I'm gonna revisit that question in a year. I'm gonna be like, yo, Sick, what happened to this guy, man? What's up with him? Where he at in the mat?
Yeah. I wish I had an answer. I can't think of one.
All right. So the last one is forever. Who is forever gonna be in your top 5?
Ms.Fit.
Woo.
Always.
That's a nice political
100%, especially for female battle rap. You know what I mean?
Solid.
But for male battle rap, I'm trying to think who's always going to be in my top 5. Probably like Pat Stay. Pat Stay. This is why I don't like that he fucked around and lost against Sean. Like he could have made that battle crazy. I know for a fact that wasn't his game plan. I know it for a fact. I mean, you could tell in his first round when he's like, I had all these small room lines, but now we outside, so I had to switch the game plan up or whatever. Like he's creative. He could do, and he could rap in that room. Like it's been shown before. But yeah, people like Hollow, you know what I mean? I think Math was one of my first favorite battle rappers ever. That's why it was crazy that I was on My Expert Opinion, you know what I mean? And I got way too lit than I was supposed to be.
That happens to all of us, yo. All of us, man. I always be like, yo, I'm not going to drink to this episode, Math. Like, I need to be on point, and I'll be fucked up by the end of the night.
The crazy shit is we started drinking like an hour and a half before the shit started, and we was just sitting there chilling and talking. So now when the camera comes on, I already got a buzz. And then like the episode is 3 hours, so an hour and a half in, I'm gone. I'm talking all slow and shit. I didn't watch that shit more than once. I was skipping through it and shit.
It'd be like that. Always, man. Always, my God. And then I end up freaking, like, one episode, I think I was like damn near fucking falling asleep in one of the episodes. Oh my God. I never forget this shit. I don't even watch it because I'm like, damn, I look crazy in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets to you because the show's mad long.
Yeah.
But it was a fun episode.
It was fun.
Yeah. We had a good time. We definitely had a good time.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh my God. But did you chime into the conversation I was having with Aver, man?
I caught the end of it. And I know what y'all was talking about.
Yo, Verb be wildin'. So look.
Yeah.
So Verb always had this perspective that men rule the world, and it's like men are always gonna do more in a relationship than women. Do you agree with that? How do you feel about that? What's your perspective? Do you feel like the man is always gonna be doing more, no matter what?
It depends on the person, because there's a lot of men and women that are freeloaders. You know what I'm saying? That'll just be in a relationship and not try to do anything. You know what I mean? Whereas then you got somebody like me. Mm-hmm. Anytime I'm in a relationship, I treat my lady like a queen. I treat her like, so she doesn't have to ask for anything because I already know. That's me personally. That's what I try to do. Right. And you got to be with somebody that's doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And that's when it works perfectly. So yeah, I think it depends on the person, because like, yeah, there's some guys that feel like that and try to do everything. Mm-hmm. And then there's others that will just try to exist and not offer as much, you know what I mean? Or like, it's a person to person basis. I don't think there's one general thing that you can say, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. And my point to him was kind of like, I don't think it's gender based. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's like, all right, cool, because I'm the man in the relationship, I'm just doing more. Because there's situations where I feel like a woman is doing more in that relationship. But that's not good either way. I feel like nobody should be doing more. Most of the time it ends up that way on some shape or form. Like somebody always does more no matter how you tug it. Mm-hmm. But it should never be like, all right, because I'm the man, I'm just doing more. Mm-hmm. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And Verb is crazy like that. Like, he really feels in his heart that, yo, I'm the man, you fucking wasting my time if you're not fucking treating me like God.
Yeah, but you also shouldn't be looking at a relationship like a point system. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm doing all this, and unless it's lopsided, you know what I mean? If it's lopsided, then you got to bring it up. But like, if you pay for dinner two dates in a row, you're not gonna be all right. Now it's your turn. You know what I mean? Like there's no point of that. Like, you shouldn't be keeping points. But like I said, if it's lopsided, if you're noticing that it's been a year and your girl or whoever you with didn't even offer to do anything for you, you know what I mean? That's when you gotta be like, all right, like, what are we doing here? Yeah. So, there's no. I don't look at relationships like a point system, or, you know what I mean, like a
job.
like a job. Because when it gets to that, then you got to get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it becomes too hard. But you see what you said? You was like, you treat your girl like a queen. Mm-hmm. Verb, oh my God, he would hear that. He'd be like, brother, what is wrong with you? You don't treat these bitches like queens. You fucking, you know what I mean? Like, he would kill you for that because he feels like it should never be that way.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be with a woman that I don't think is a queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, if it's just a jump off or random chick like that I don't have any kind of interest to pursue anything with, you know what I mean? Then that's not going to turn into a relationship. But if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I obviously think highly of them, you know what I mean? And I'm going to treat them how I think about them. Right. So it's that simple.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me, right? If you're going to take your time out to be with somebody, period, you might as well just try to be good at it, man. Or try to make it last by, putting your best foot forward with the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is my dumb advice. So if you had a piece of advice to offer the world,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's battle rap, relationships, like whatever, like you feel
Mm-hmm.
like this was a great piece of advice that you were given somewhere or you learned, what would you want to give out?
I think what I would say to people is everybody has something that they're really special at. Everybody has something that they're better than normal at. And a lot of people don't unlock what that is unless they try to search for like through their passion and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like for example, I know like my father, for example, he went to school, he studied, he became like a chemist or whatever. And now that he's retired, he found out he's a great drawer and he likes drawing and he likes, you know what I mean? He likes, and now he's making like woodwork. He's like carving like animals and shit like that out of wood. And he's like, he's good at crafting. And he didn't realize that until after he retired. And I always tell him like, yo, if you realize this when you was 19, 20 years old, what
Mm-hmm.
if you made this a career
Right.
instead of the
Chemistry.
random shit that you studied? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I think everybody has something like that that they're really really good at that they could excel in, and I think they should just like explore your passion. Basically, I guess that's the simplified way to say it. Explore
Got
your
you.
passion and find out what that is. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah,
dope. And that's his dumb advice, baby.
facts.
Nah, but that's super interesting. You say your father's a fucking chemist, bro?
Right,
That
right.
shit ain't easy, bro.
Facts.
Like,
He he
tell me a
he
little
went.
bit about that. Like, so,
Yeah, so
yeah,
he
talk.
went to, and it's the same. So like in my culture, in Indian culture, I'm sure people know if they know Indian people, like they're very strict with school and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I mean? So like my parents are immigrants. They grew up in India, um, but both of them went to school, went to college, then went got their masters, and then moved because over there there's more ambition than just finding a job. It's trying to get out of there
Yeah,
and then coming over here. You know what I'm
correct,
saying? So
correct.
they was doing everything they could to get there, and then somebody in the comments said my dad's the plug.
Six pops the plug. Facts.
That's
He the
hilarious.
chemist. Like, what?
But yeah, so yeah, he studied like pharmacy. My mom studied like IT or something. You know what I mean? And then I come to find out like my mom used to write poems and sing and shit like that. You know what I
Dope.
mean? And then my dad, he just found out he was good at fucking drawing and
Drawing
shit
and
like
shit.
that. You know what I mean? So they didn't discover what their passion was until later. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like by the time you're like 60 and then you find out what you're really good at, it's kind of like what are you gonna do now? What like
Mm-hmm.
how it's like those singers that get famous at like 35 because they was in, or like you know who Ricky Gervais is?
Mm.
He's the guy that made the first Office,
Oh yeah,
like the the British guy.
yeah.
So he didn't get famous until like his late 30s because he had an office job the whole time. You know what I mean? He was just going through the process, and then when shit was failing for him, he was like, "Let me just do what I like," and ended up making a show that's like, I'm pretty. He doesn't have to do anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. I really believe in that when somebody is doing something that, but then there's a fine line because you gotta know if you're not good at it. You know what I mean? Like when you're
Well, that's
trying
the
shit
hard
out.
part. It's the hard
Yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah.
Because people
Cause
would
like the
think, man, this is my wave, man. I'm a rapper. And then they spit
yeah,
16. I'm like, hey, buddy, this might
not
not be
yet.
the wave.
Right, exactly.
So,
So yeah, there's a fine line there. You gotta figure out what it is, and when you're trying shit out, you also gotta keep in mind you might not be real good at it. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta try shit and explore. So whatever you like, just explore that. That's my dumb advice.
dope, dope, dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, being that, your parents come from such a strict culture where it's like, they prioritize education and things like that. What is your
Hmm.
education like your background? Like, did you follow the same path?
Well, I finished high school, and then I even though my parents have that culture, the culture I grew up in was I most of my friends was black and Hispanic, and that's where I like hip hop came into the mix. So
Mm-hmm.
like I never prioritized school as much until now. I'm 26 now. I just turned 26, and now like for the last like year, I've been trying to like finish my degree because I tried college after high school and I I didn't care about it. I'd go to school for like a month and then just start partying and fucking wasting life. You know what I mean? I didn't have
Right.
ambition. I was just writing rhymes and shit and not doing anything with them. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I went into battle rap when I had uh like a like a epiphany. That's the word, right? I had
Mm-hmm.
an epiphany to like, yo, I'm not just gonna keep writing rhymes, making songs, and just showing my friends. You know what I mean? I got to do something with it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then like I was battling all the time. I was rapping. So I was like, let me. I saw a UW tournament thing. Somebody tagged me in, and I joined that tournament. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
that's how this whole thing started. But yeah, I do want to finish my degree. It's on my bucket list now. You
What
know
do
what I
you want
mean?
to
So
study? Well, what do you were you studying on?
uh,
What you look
well,
forward
I
to?
had so many different majors because I was trying to figure out what it was, like what I liked. So
Right.
like I tried like 5, 6 different things. I think a regular just business degree. I think I want to do, um, and just move from there and see what I could do. But yeah, it is something on my bucket list.
Got you. Well, it seems
Yeah,
as if you found your art
yeah,
early, right? You
right.
kind of did the opposite to your parents, right? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like you were driven by that art piece
Yeah,
primarily, and then you're kind of doing the school thing after,
yeah,
which is kind of dope when you think about it. It's almost like, maybe in their eyes they kind of say, "Oh man, they could admire you in different ways than you
yeah.
admire them." You know?
They didn't realize how big battle rap was until like people started coming up to it. So like this is why I wish we had YouTube drops, because like if me and Chilla was on YouTube and then me and Magic was, I like people would recognize me a little bit more.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
Indian parties, like weddings and shit, I'm popping over there. So like everybody knows who I am there. People will come up to me like, "Yo, you're the battle rapper, right? Like I
Right.
watch your videos and shit." So like when that started happening, that's when they realized like, "Oh shit,
Oh
this is
shit.
like this
It's
is
a
this is
big
bigger
thing.
than he's not just writing rhymes in the basement and
Right.
shit." You know what I mean? But
Right,
like,
right.
but yeah. So that's they do admire it in that way. You know what I'm saying? To where like I'm doing something with it, and now there's pride in it. You know what I mean? And
Dope.
and by now, you know what I mean. I'm talking about they didn't believe in it when I was a teenager and shit. You know what I mean? But they know how I am. I'm very mature. I'm very level headed. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I used to be like a hothead. I had a short fuse. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like but then through maturity, I am how I am now. That's why you won't really see me turning up unless I have to. You know
Right.
what I mean? So yeah.
Dope. Well, what like just I mean, this could be stereotypical of like, the way I see it, or pretty
Hmm.
much like, with my experience in that culture, they
Hmm.
kind of would like disown their children if they don't want them, if they're not going to get their uh PhD or something like that. Did you ever go through something like that with your parents where they was like, "Look, if you don't go to school, you got to get the fuck out the house."
Well, not really, because m- the place that my people are from in India,
Mhm.
it's my people get treated in India how black culture gets treated in America, in the
Mhm.
sense of all the music is in all the movies, everybody's making the fashion cool, you know what I mean? But then they don't do anything to help the communities and shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing for my people in India. People will always make movies with Sikhs, the people with turbans. That's my people, right?
Right.
People will always make movies, glorifying our culture because it's a warrior culture. You know what I mean? We saved a lot of people through our wars and fighting and shit like that. The strength that we symbolize. You know what I mean? And then our music, it doesn't matter if somebody's of a different faith or a different background, our music's always going to get played at the weddings, but then the communities are fucked up. So right now in India, they just passed this law where basically the government and private companies can just take farmers' lands away, right? So if people follow me, they probably saw me posting about this. So 80% of farmers in India are Sikhs. So we're getting impacted by it a lot. This new law that they passed. So people started protesting. It was the largest protest in human history. It was 250 million people protesting, and the protest got crazy. People started using tear gas and hosing people down and shit like that. But all the actors that had Sikh roles but weren't Sikh, they're quiet right now. They didn't say shit in support. They didn't do any of that. It's only like the Punjabi singers and stuff that are like at the protest. You know what I mean? The people who made the music, they're supporting the farmers and shit. But like everybody else, the whole Bollywood industry isn't saying anything about it. The government's not doing anything about it. But guaranteed, the next, like at their weddings, they're gonna play our songs. The next movie is gonna have a Sikh in it that's a hero, and he's doing, but they're not doing anything. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, my parents were a little more like, they're not as, oh, hold up, my bad, I'm getting a call. Yeah, they're not as strict with that. They're kind of, my dad came from like a poor village. Nobody in his family was educated. He was the first one to get educated and then come over here. You know what I mean? So they're not as, they just want to, they're just seeing how like I grew up, and they know the kind of man that I am, and that's so they trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that that's not the only measure of success. They're more open minded and shit. So.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to your parents for that, man.
Yeah, facts.
What about like, did they ever try to arrange a marriage for you? Like you got married this girl?
Not my parents, but like my cousins and shit. Anytime I go like to one of the family functions or something, you know what I mean? They'll be like, "Oh, I know this one girl. Like, you should go meet." And it's like, cause that is like a thing. So my parents knew each other for 15 minutes. And they said yes to getting married. You know what I mean? Like they literally just, all right, you got this degree?
What's your name?
I got this degree. What's your name? They shared like tea, and they were like, all right, yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? Let's build this family real quick. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is a thing. But like I said, my parents are cool as shit. I told them already. I was like, I told them early, like, yo, whoever I want to spend the rest of my life with, I'ma choose, whether they're from our culture or not. Like, this is how it is. And then, yeah, and they cool with it. They're open minded. I hope B-Dot's not watching, because he's gonna have a whole angle about this. Whatever I want, whatever I battle.
But so the girl that you're with now, is she a part of your culture, or are you in a relationship, right? Because you were.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that is that out there. All right.
Yeah.
So is she?
I don't
your
like
culture?
saying I don't like sharing too much of my personal life in battle rap, because battle rap is savage.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you
trust me, I know.
yeah, so like you know exactly. We see what you do. You know what I mean? So like, I don't share that part of it. If you look at my Instagram, it's all just battle rap related stuff. So yeah, I don't like sharing too much of that. Like, my parents and shit, cool. I'm never gonna post my parents, because the last thing I need, I know where my fuse is. You know what I mean? I know what I can take. So I'm not gonna take you disrespecting my parents, like physically you know what I mean? Something like that. And then the same thing with my relationship. So
Got you.
But yeah.
That's dope. It's cool to know like just a little bit more about people, you know what I mean, and where they come from. Because I think, everything you said about, your people and the protests and everything, I didn't know that. And I feel like it's important to spread awareness about situations like this, because like the worst part of these situations is people not knowing about it. Right, because it's hard to make an impact when you have no idea this is happening, right?
Yeah.
And just to see the perspective of how like people from Bollywood appropriate the culture, and they're like, we love this culture, but yet they're not contributing to the fight.
Yeah,
right.
Facts.
That's huge, and like for me, that boom, like that just kind of blew my mind. Like I'm gonna be researching it all day after this and shit, because I'm that person. But I'm glad you shared that with me because that
Yeah.
was informative to me, and I'm happy you shared.
Yeah,
that.
I've been posting about that pretty much every day that it's
Yeah.
been happening because the shit is crazy over there, and it's crazy to me that nobody over here in the media is saying anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like people in America are protesting for them. Like we're stopping streets. You in New York, so like in New York, people was doing that too, like blocking roads off, protesting to spread awareness about this
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? It's happening all over the world, and like the international news, like people in like London, like they're very familiar with Sikhs, right? So one of our our things, because we're a warrior culture, is one of the things in our book. It says a Sikh should always be armed, like we should always have a weapon on us, right? So we can't do that over here, but in London they know who we are because we fought in their wars. We have this crazy war story where there was 21 Sikhs in guarding this fort, and there was 10,000 Afghani soldiers. This was in like the late 1800s, and we held them off for like a whole day or something like that. Like they know our bravery, they know how we are. You know what I mean? So over there, we're allowed to have our ceremonial blade with us. You know what I mean? So if you watch my battle in London, I brought that up. You know what I mean? And this shit shook the building. But yeah, over here people don't know us as much. So like people in London are spreading awareness about it. You know what I mean? The news channels over there. But in America, we're stuck on fucking idiot Donald Trump and all this bullshit going on.
Shit.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Comes to show you, man. We need to wake up, man. We got to wake up, man. There's other shit going on besides fucking Donald Dump fucking ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. But all right, man, what do you have any music out? Anything that we could touch on? Anything you could share with the audience that
I put out a project 2 years ago. It's on all streaming platforms. It's called Rebel with a Cause. It was a play on the phrase rebel without a cause, you know what I mean? And the music's fire, but I'm way better now. I'm pretty sure you go through this like to like even though this shit is fire, like now it's like way better. You know what I'm saying? So like I just did a song with Lou Cypher, shout out to him. That's on his album. I got a lot of music in the stash. I'm waiting to release it at the right time. All throughout next year, I'm gonna be releasing music and freestyles and shit like that. And then I got a song with Gaddis. It's me, Gaddis, and Chilla on the same song. That I haven't got to hear the whole song, but the verse I sent was crazy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So y'all would be seeing more new music coming from me. I got this freestyle on my I got some songs on my YouTube channel, which is just Real Sikh. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, y'all will see a lot more music next year.
Dope. We gotta work on some music, man. Do some music with the Murder Ave gang. You know, come through
Let's
our
do it.
studios. Let's make some music.
Yo,
we got some fire shit. We got some fire shit.
Tell Taz, to this day, I bump bottles on froze.
Ooh.
To this day,
I keep my bottles on froze.
That shit is
when
fire,
we in the
bro.
building. Yeah. Yo, if you ever seen the video, my baggy ass outfit, you got paid. Go watch the video again. Be like, that's fit. What the fuck? Why she look like this?
I seen the video recently because I was trying to download it because like off YouTube and shit. But I was trying to find the right I saw the video that had churn that butter and bottles on froze, and I was dying watching it. Cause there's like some dude like making a beat on the wall.
Boom, boom. Churn that butter, baby. Yo, that's one of those that we be like, cool. What was happening?
Yeah. Yo, I fuck with Cortez heavy, man. I don't know why people hate on him and shit. He's fire, and his music is crazy too.
Yes.
So bottles, but that song.
But bottles on froze is fire.
Yeah, bottles on froze is fire. You know
we were supposed to switch the singles. It was supposed to be bottles on froze. Yeah. We made some mistakes coming up.
Yeah, but I did see that. I did see you in the videos, and I was like, oh shit, she still looks the same, like
That's
still young
great.
and shit.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's great. We're trying to keep it there. Trying to keep it there. Nah, but we should definitely make some music for sure.
of
I'm gonna
course, of
reach out to
course.
you, send you some music. I'm gonna hit up Core too, see what we could do. He
Okay,
just finished his project,
yeah,
resolutions. So we hitting the studio heavy.
let's do it.
You
And you
be
won that competition, right? Did you use that studio time?
Oh yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
competition that you? Oh,
Facts.
you used it already?
I made a couple. I made Actually, what was sick about that? Sway actually added time to that because he thought I was so dope. He added
Mm-hmm.
like another 7 hours or whatever to the or whatever amount of hours to it. So I had a whole complete session and made some
Mm-hmm.
real records out of that shit. So
Yeah,
that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. But
yeah.
Sway's the man, man. He actually had me on Sway in the morning a couple times. It was
It
fire.
seemed like he knew who you were. He knew you were like a battle rapper and shit. Like he knew how you rap when he introduced you.
Oh yeah, he
Because he
knew
was
me.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
man,
Right,
like
right, right.
this person, you know.
He knew me. Yeah, everybody's asking
Yeah.
you to rap, man. They're like, yo, let me hear something, man. They want to hear you rap, Sick. What's up? You got a 16?
I
You got one in
yeah,
the
of
tuck?
course,
All right, let's
of
get it,
course.
Sick. Let's get it.
You ready?
Cool.
It's longer than 16.
Yo,
Man. Let's see.
spit what you
All
got.
right.
Let's go.
I said.
My dumb
I said.
advice. It's real sick. Let's get it.
I said it's not lagging or nothing, right? Like y'all can
Nah.
hear me and shit.
Thumbs up if you
Okay.
hear Sick real good, real nice. Prop
Yeah,
gang,
y'all
prop
y'all
gang,
can hear
prop
me.
gang, prop gang. Throw the props, prop
Yeah.
gang.
All
All
right.
right,
Cool.
all right, all
Cool.
right.
All right.
Let's get
I
it.
said. Y'all ain't tough enough to spar. I go one-on-one regardless. No luck in running from me, cause my gun is hunting targets. Dug a couple coffins. Don't bunch me up. It's just another up-and-coming artist. I'm a motherfucking marksman. At 10, I done said lines 20 times your entire empire. Following standards set by the best rhymers. Then try to get higher. Pen kinda like cremating a body. Dead fire. I don't have to rehearse no pad when I work, so I mastered a verse without practicing first. Act like you asking a battle after I rapped and you learn how to go back on your words like a track in reverse. People who extend the hand getting tossed so far, I launch them off the street and ascend them from the east to the west end. So if I could trust you as far as I could throw you, we would be best friends. Start the raffles of all the rappers that want to battle me. Bars that have MCs falling backwards and fought dramatically, causing static, distort the planet and warp reality, then automatically alter facts and the laws of gravity. Slaughter the greatest on the way to charge it for favors. All of the haters talk because they brought to call me their favorite. I think of being a star in the making. Y'all get angry, so why entertain your thoughts if my thoughts entertaining, huh? All
Let's
y'all
go.
best be on y'all best behavior. Strike fans with a Ron Artest speed. Call off bets to sawed off dead your mans. Considered your right hand. Now your squad all lefty. New to the game, cruising with a Ruger to aim. Too many ways for me to leave you dudes in the grave. Tool of your bang. Shoot you like a student who stays past school to improve his grades. Tool to your brain. Mood is enraged. To the same I'm viewed as deranged. This jet fuel in my veins brew from Lucifer's flames. Backyard with body parts and human remains. Getting rid of the population till no human remains. I'm crazy. I could keep going.
Let's get
son.
it.
I could keep going. yo.
I'm giving you natural. That's fire, man. Yo.
Yeah.
Thanks for
yeah.
blessing me, my guy.
Of
Thanks
course,
for
of
blessing
course.
me. This is dropping ASAP. ASAP. Subscribe to the man's YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow the boy. And it is at the Real Sikh 99, right?
Real Sikh
Real
99.
Sikh 99. Real Sikh 99
Yeah.
on Instagram
Twitter,
and Twitter.
Instagram, caffeine.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just
Follow
follow
him
me on all that.
that. And
Yeah.
follow his battles, man. Y'all about to see some real crazy work from the man. If you don't know him
Facts.
now you motherfucking do. Yo, appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
of
through.
course.
I'ma holla at you.
Yeah.
This
Thank
is
you.
my
Thank
dumb
you
advice.
again. Like I said, you a legend, man. You a legend.
Appreciate
so
the
thank you.
love, my love.
Yeah, yeah. Of
Holla.
course. All right, y'all. Peace.
That was a different type of vibe. The boy Sick got bars. He blessed the My Dumb Advice stage with some dope fire bars, man. Truly a different kind of respect for the boy. It was an honor having him on the show. Probably one of the best rookies out right now. One of my favorites. I like him a lot better than the other rookies. He coming to rap. So, thanks everybody for tuning into the show. I appreciate all the love that y'all been giving me here, man. Thanks for following me. Make sure y'all follow me on Caffeine. Subscribe to my YouTube. If you missed the live show, YouTube is where it lives. We doing this every Sunday and Tuesday, baby. Every Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We definitely gonna get Aver back up here. The next show is Sunday. Y'all don't want to miss it. So if y'all want to see yet again another fire episode, come no other place but here. My dumb advice. Misfit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow, let's get it. Hey yo, what's good? Misfit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow.